Hi, I wanted to take a few minutes and show you what we're doing here. This is what we call an institutional stove. It's a form of a rocket stove, which you're familiar with, but on a large scale. This would be kind of unit that you might want to use for a big school or a hospital or some institution like that. These were started in Oregon, in Cottage Grove, but now they're produced in various places around the world, and there's quite a number of them. So they're getting more and more common and available. And over the years, then it's also been adapted for other purposes. Not only can people use it to cook large meals on it, but there's also a sterilizer unit. A sterilizer unit that hospitals and other can use to sterilize hospital waste, and so that's also something that can do. And now, most recently, it's been adapted again to be a large volume water purification system. It can produce many gallons of water per hour of safe drinking water using only the wood-burning stove. No electricity is required. So I want to show you the Pasteurizer unit a little bit, so you get a little bit of an idea of how it works. So it sits here in the stove in a hot water bath. And these coils, as you can see, are how the water gets heated. Let me set it down over here, So the water is going to come in through this feed line, and first of all, it goes through a very fine filter to remove a lot of particles and things like that are in the water. Then it passes up here and into the pasteurizer unit itself. The top part here is actually a heat exchanger that room temperature water comes in, it's heated up to the temperature of pasteurization, and then back out through the same pasteurizer and returns out as cool room temperature water again. So it's safe to use. You're not dealing with boiling water or anything like that with purified water. So the water comes in, goes into the unit, and then passes through the heat exchanger, and then goes through all of these coils around and around and around. These coils are sitting in this hot water bath, 170 plus degrees, and then after it's gone through all those coils, it passes through what we call a thermal sensitive valve, a valve that only opens when the water is safe to drink, when it's reached a high enough temperature that the water is safe. So if the water does not reach that temperature, no water flows, no unsafe water passes through the unit. But when the valve reaches the temperature, when the water bath and the water that's in the coils reaches a safe drinking temperature, then the valve opens and the water starts to flow. It also flows through another low pressure chamber that increases the time in the water bath to make sure that everything is, all pathogenic organisms are killed and the water is safe to drink. And then finally, back up and out through the same heat exchanger that it came in on, but now it's cooled and the water goes out here to a receptacle and this water is now safe to drink and back at room temperature. Okay, thank you.